Hi, welcome to the channel. I'm Jay, and this is our 2 cents, where we talk everything boxing, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. In today's video, we will be discussing Alycia Baumgardner and what exactly is going on in the boxing world with the steroid use. But before we do that, make sure you punch that like and subscribe button to help support the channel. And make sure you let me know and drop it below your 2 cents as we go through the video. So, it's been a lot of talk lately about steroids in the boxing world. And as you know, as my time really getting into boxing, I've seen so many boxers just test positive for steroids and things like that. And sometimes these boxers will test positive for steroids and it'll be like nothing. And then sometimes these boxers test positive for steroids and it'll be such a huge big deal. So recently, you've had the likes of Connor Ben. He's tested for steroids and then they came and said it was eggs, and he's still trying to be able to fight again. And let's also note that he's a matchroom fighter. Dillian White, who was supposed to fight Anthony Joshua, just tested positive for steroids. And let's also take note that he's a matchroom fighter, Eddie Hearn. Then you have Alycia Baumgardner, who just tested positive for steroids. And let's also take note that she's a matchroom fighter. So, as I've kind of been sitting back, letting the story unravel, I just let it brew for a couple days before I drop my 2 cents, because I like to sit back. I like to hear, what people saying, what the speculation is, what the conspiracy theory behind it might be. And then I want to hop on here, give y'all the information, and then I'm going to give my 2 cents. So, what I've been hearing is that Matchroom uses uses a testing program called True Safe or True Sport or something like that. Whatever the name of the drug testing program they're using is not VADA. And recently I watched Hall of Shame on Netflix, and I'm gonna make another video about that with Victor Conti and basically what he was doing for professional athletes like Marion Jones, Tim Montgomery. He said he never gave Barry Bonds steroids, but he was a part of his snack program. And right, he got convicted, did 4 months in prison. Right, okay, that's another video. I'm gonna do the video. If you haven't, Netflix Hall of Shame, go watch it. So now they've let Victor Conti into boxing. So boom, that's already questionable, right? You're dealing with a known person who got 20 years experience beating drug tests with steroids. And somehow they've let him in the boxing world. So I'm on Victor Conti's Twitter, right? Because after Victor Conti got out of prison, he ended up coming to bring his snack program to boxers and working for VADA. Seems like a conflict of interest to me. And I'm not sure how he getting away with that. But why would you let a known PED dealer who is known for beating the test and is the best at it and has been doing it the last 20 years work for VADA? I digress. So I'm on Twitter and he's talking about the Alycia Baumgardner and the Dillian White, and he's saying to Eddie Hearn, why aren't y'all using VADA? And so they got a clip of Eddie Hearn saying, oh, VADA's too expensive, right? And we use this other company, I guess, because VADA's too expensive and we can't afford it and this and this and that. Because once Alycia Baumgardner tested positive, she asked for the VADA testing because she's saying she's innocent. She's saying, I don't know what y'all talking about. I've been clean my whole life. My physique has always been like this. She got a picture on Twitter when she was 7 years old and she looked like a little trophy. She just muscular, guns, everything, right? However, she is affiliated and associated with Victor Conti's snack program, from my understanding. So, boom, I hear, oh, she was about to leave Eddie Hearn. Basically, I hear that Eddie Hearn is using the drug test, is weaponizing the drug test against his fighters. So they're saying, oh, Alycia was about to leave Eddie Hearn, and he basically tried to throw a bad drug test on her to kind of put a stain on her. That's what they're saying. I'm not saying that. That's just what's out there. Then they're saying, oh, she probably was doing steroids. They're like, look at her physique. Look how swole she is. She might just have good genetics. We don't know. And then they're saying, I believe that the drug test company that they're working with, they may have a lawsuit because they've been mishandling samples. So these fighters over at Matchroom could be getting all these positive tests because they're mishandling the samples. So it's really too much speculation and too much fuck shit going on, for lack of better words, to just be like, oh, Alicia's, she's really doing it. Like, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. So just to give my 2 cents about the whole Alycia Baumgardner, and then everybody, like, she should lose her belts. They should take her belts away, like they're already crucifying her. And first of all, I don't really see them, I don't know, like they pick and choose who they want to crucify about the steroid stuff. Because Canelo's tested positive for steroids. Oscar Valdez is tested positive for steroids. Like, these people have tested positive for steroids. Tyson Fury's tested positive for steroids. But as soon as a PBC fighter, and I know she's with Matchroom, but you know what I mean when I say PBC fighter, have something pop up, all of a sudden they need to just give their whole boxing career up. They should be banned. So I see a lot of people and a lot of creators kind of condemning Alycia Baumgardner, but we don't know yet. And with all the things I just mentioned, especially if the drug testing company is mishandling samples and mishandling tests, and then they were saying, oh, well, Matchroom will probably have more positive drug tests because they're doing more testing. And that don't make sense. Why would Matchroom do more testing to find more people positive? That don't look good. So I don't know. I just want to wait. I'm gonna sit back. I just want to drop my 2 cents about this so I can chronicle it as it go and have something to look back on when facts come out. Because as of right now, it's a lot of iffy stuff going on throughout the whole thing. It's too many people testing positive, and it's too much issues with the drug testing company, and it seems like it's a little bit too much control with Eddie Hearn and the drug company and all of this stuff, because I don't know why you will weaponize drug tests against your fighters, but I mean, if you want to threaten them or if you want to kind of stain their name before they leave to make them stay, because they didn't really do the drugs, you did that to them. So you would be willing to keep them and pay them and stuff because they're not really doing the drugs, but other promoters might not be. And you can't really put anything past anybody in this sport. And all that is speculation. I'm not saying none of it true. I'm just saying that this is what they've been saying. And based off what I've been hearing, my 2 cents is we just need to wait and kind of let the story play out. But Alycia Baumgardner's name has already been tarnished. And even if they come out and be like, oh, it was a messed up sample or we mishandled the sample, it's already out there. And people going to believe what they want to believe. And the fact that people are like, oh, take her belt, she should be banned. They're already saying that. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's true or not at this point. People have already made up their mind. But let me know what you think by dropping your 2 cents in the comments below. Make sure you help to support the channel by punching that like and subscribe button. Make sure you take a look at the video that YouTube suggests to you because they know you're going to like it. Or take a look at my featured series on the channel, The Elephant in the Ring. I'm Jay, and stay tuned for my 2 cents in the next video. Peace.